Okay, I just heard something back here.
Yeah, I'm not
like
kidding.
Footsteps.
I felt like something touched me.
Again, you could use these devices and the energy to communicate with us, and we'll be
He will not.
He will not.
One bad spirit.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
I don't like that at all.
Were their deaths weird? I'm poisoned with something and I can't move my body? I don't think these are the only two people that he killed.
Really?
No. And somebody doesn't want to talk.
Samuel Bean was born in Wilmot Township on March 24, 1844, the fifth son to Abraham and Susanna Bean. Samuel was first a teacher and then became a doctor and later a pastor. Samuel would go on to marry Henrietta Fury, but she would sadly die at the age of 23 after just 7 months of marriage. Her funeral card was a puzzle Samuel had created with 19 letters across and 19 down. The reader started in the middle letter and read outward in a spiral. We now know that this read, "In Memoriam, Henrietta Fury Bean, born in Penn, married in Philadelphia to Samuel Bean, MD, and went with him to Canada, leaving all her friends behind. Died in Linwood, the 27th of September, 1865, after an illness of 11 weeks, aged 23 years, 2 months, and 17 days. She was a model wife, one of 1,000, much regretted by her sorrowing husband and all who knew her, lived a godly life for 5 years, and died happily in the Lord. Peace be to her ashes, so mote it be." Very shortly after the loss of Henrietta, Samuel Bean would remarry. His second wife, Susanna, whom he would have a daughter with, would also suddenly pass away shortly after marrying him. Let's take a look. His first wife died on September 27th, 1865, at just 23 years old. Then his second wife would pass on April 27th, 1867, at just 26 years old. Meaning between 1865 and 1867, both of Samuel Bean's wives would be dead and buried side by side. The mystery began when Samuel Bean would place a singular tombstone where they were both buried in memorial of both of his wives, though what it read was a mystery to all. This would not be decoded for well over 100 years. Basically, in order to read the puzzle, the reader had to read it in a spiral or a zigzag fashion. The inscription would be decoded by a cemetery caretaker named John Hammond in 1947. So we now know it reads, "In Memoriam, Henrietta, first wife of S. Bean, MD, who died 27th September 1865, aged 23 years, 2 months, and 17 days, and Susanna, his second wife, who died 27th April 1867, aged 26 years, 10 months, and 15 days. 2 better wives one man never had. They were gifts from God, but are now in heaven. May God help me so to meet them there. Reader, meet us in heaven." A duplicate was made in 1982, and so still stands the original tombstone and the replica. Now, once we dive into public records, we would learn that Samuel Bean would marry a third time to Anna Maria Wankmiller. However, on January 28, 1904, on a return trip from Cuba, the boat he was on would capsize and he would be lost at sea, dying in the ocean with his many secrets. Over the years, the mystery grew beyond just the tomb, and what really happened to the wives of Dr. Bean has been in question. After our paranormal investigation in Spirit Box, we were convinced that this story is much darker than anyone originally thought. And after returning with an evidential medium, we learned just what Dr. Bean may have hoped would stay buried. Please keep in mind that prior to arriving on location, we didn't disclose to Lana where we were taking her. She had no prior knowledge given by us of Dr. Bean, his wives, the tombstone, or their haunting story. As Tyler would say, what you are about to see is 100% real.
Okay, you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. Are the wives of Dr. Bean here? I heard something over there. I'm not even kidding. And there's nothing back there.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Right here. Right where the original tombstone is. That's 7 o'clock.
I have chills. I swear I just heard singing back there. I swear. Like a humming.
Okay, I just heard something back here.
Yeah, I'm not
like
kidding.
Footsteps.
I felt like something touched me. I'm not kidding.
I got chills like crazy. Is there someone or something around us right now? Yes.
Yes, and that was a woman's voice. Come. She just said to come.
This is crazy. Again, you could use these devices and the energy to communicate with us, and we'll
He
be
will
able...
not.
He will not.
He doesn't want to. And I'm telling you, I heard someone say that they
Who
didn't
doesn't want to? Well, someone said no.
The number 4.
The number 4.
Huh. The number 4, okay. Is there a male spirit here that doesn't appreciate this?
Cheek?
One bad spirit.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
I don't like that at all.
Whoa!
It's the man, I'm telling you.
As you can see from the recap, we knew there were secrets and a spirit who didn't want them uncovered. So immediately, I knew we had to bring Lana here, and my plan to discover more was in motion. You guys know Lana, an evidential medium who works with spirit in the most profound ways. Lana's story is truly remarkable, having been medically pronounced dead twice, meeting with her spirit council and guides, and coming back to continue work here with spirit. If she doesn't feel anything, she doesn't share anything. Lana's integrity in her work with spirit is never put into question. Luckily for us, and not to my surprise, spirit did have a story to tell here. It seems we were right to be suspicious of these sudden deaths. And while we will never know the true events that took place, here is Spirit's story to share.
Well, I feel like I'm poisoned.
Really? Are you hearing that?
And I feel like I'm in a pair. So either two sisters or two family members, two people that connect by in a family.
Okay.
I don't feel very old. I feel younger than you.
Okay.
And somebody that connects to them isn't buried here.
Okay.
And I keep seeing the 4. Well, there's either 4 of them or 4. Were their deaths weird? They're poisoned.
Yeah, that's how you feel?
So I feel like I'm poisoned with something and I can't move my body, but I'm aware. So some kind of medical paralysis.
Interesting.
So when you ever been under anesthetic and
Yeah.
you're not quite out, but you can't move? You ever had?
Yep.
That's how I feel. So I feel like I'm dying, but I'm aware that I'm dying. Like I'm sedate. Like I felt like some kind of medical paralysis.
Really?
I don't feel it was a medical issue. Like I don't feel like I was sick with cancer. I don't feel like I was sick with it. Like I don't feel like I had a disease. I don't feel like I don't feel tragic as far as accident. It definitely doesn't feel like suicide. It feels more. And somebody doesn't want to talk. Now, I don't even know this, but cemeteries, cemeteries don't freak me out because, their soul isn't here. They'll visit here, but their soul isn't here. But I almost feel like they were buried too quick, too. They've been gone a long, long time.
Yeah. Over 100 years? Hundreds of years?
And if they replace the stone,
Yeah, it's
I feel like there was an older stone and a newer stone. But there's not 2 stones. There's only 1 stone.
yeah.
That's really weird.
Yeah, it's bizarre, right?
That's
They
the
share
weird
a
part.
stone.
They share a stone.
Do the two spirits
I don't feel
like
like-
one another?
I wouldn't say that they don't. I feel like they've got something in common with how they died.
Right.
So, and I feel both. So both were married to the man that you said, right?
And
why
he
do
was
I
a
feel
doctor.
Okay, I was gonna say, why do I feel so medical? But he also did something else. I don't feel like he was a doctor a long time.
Really?
You're sure he was a doctor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not for a long time?
I don't know how long he was a doctor.
Think he had more than one career or wasn't a doctor for long?
What makes you say that?
Because I don't feel like doctors have long careers for a long time. I don't feel either he wasn't good as a doctor or he wasn't a doctor for a long time or died shortly after becoming a doctor. I don't feel like he was a doctor forever.
I know. Do you feel how he died?
I feel like I fell in the water.
Yep. Exactly.
Really?
He fell overboard at sea.
I have chills. And it's
And
not
that's
just
why-
'cause it's cold.
That's why you feel he's not buried here.
He's not buried here.
No.
No.
He was lost at sea.
I also feel, I don't think it might connect here, but I also feel like a groundskeeper.
Really?
Why do I see a spiral though?
That's how the puzzle is read. You go in a circular motion,
What?
slowly out. Yeah.
Like a maze kind of puzzle?
Yeah. Like a swirl.
See, I was thinking more of a spiritual, you know how there's a spiritual spiral? You ever seen the spiritual spiral? Home, see the hand pointing up?
Yeah.
I don't think these are the only two people that he killed.
Really?
No. No, and
What was his motive?
it connects somehow to his medical profession. So I feel that's either why he wasn't a doctor very long, or was a doctor and then something else, or something else and a doctor. I'm not sure of the order on that, but I feel like he did something else. And it feels like a medical paralysis. Like I feel like an anesthetic. I feel poisoned that way.
When we had came here, our spirit boxes were stating that there was a spirit here that didn't want to talk with us. Could that be Mr. Bean?
It could be. I mean, it's not unusual for a spirit not to want to communicate.
Yeah, but could it be that he didn't want us to know what he did? Like, how does he feel about you knowing that?
I feel a bit uneasy, but it doesn't just connect to those two women. I feel there's a history that he used this, whatever medical paralysis or that he used, I feel like it was a fake sudden death.
The footage after this is unfortunately very windy, so it's not the most enjoyable to listen to. But Spirit's story stayed strong. According to Spirit, these deaths weren't an accident or the result of an unpreventable illness. From what they told Lana, it seems Dr. Bean was responsible. What do you think of the doctor, the mysterious tomb, and what Spirit said? One thing is for sure, death seemed to follow him, and clearly he loved a good mystery. Make sure to check out Tyler's video for more on this investigation, and make sure to check out Lana's YouTube channel for more on her and her adventures with Spirit. And with all of that being said, I will see you tomorrow.